The Shadow Treasurer has surprised his colleagues by calling for Parliament to punish banks for lifting interest rates beyond the official gauge. Joe Hockey says he wants a social compact with the banks, but he's also suggested Parliament could intervene. The government immediately condemned the comment as a threat to the central bank's independence. From Canberra, Hayden Cooper reports.
The member for North Sydney will withdraw.
There were moments of tension.
I withdraw.
The member for Canning has the order.
Moments of madness.
Just another one of their lunatic fringe-type ideas, Mr Speaker.
And moments of strange surrealism.
I was going to move that the Foreign Minister have an extension of time because he answered the question so beautifully.
Here.
And effectively.
Bring back Kevin. Bring back Kevin. Bring back Kevin.
But the day belonged to the Shadow Treasurer.
Hello? Wow, brought out the crowds.
He's had enough of the big banks lifting interest rates beyond the movement of the Reserve. He wants the government to intervene.
Now I'm saying, well, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Wayne Swan is the Treasurer. They've ignored the Treasurer on 30 separate occasions. What is the Treasurer going to do to pull the banks into line?
Joe Hockey has his own suggestion. Use Parliament to stop the banks from doing it or punish them when they do. A brave call for market intervention and extra regulation.
What levers are available? There are a number of levers. Obviously, legislation is part of it. There are a number of levers available. Obviously, legislation is part of it.
The Deputy Prime Minister.
Inside,
These people have lost the plot, Mr Speaker.
the idea was dismissed as crazy talk.
The action that has been put forward today by the member for North Sydney is a challenge to the independence of the Reserve Bank, and he's turning his back on 20 years of economic reform.
Bankers, to no one's surprise, agree.
The notion that banks should somehow be punished through regulation for repricing their mortgages to reflect their funding costs also surprises and disappoints us.
And the Treasury Secretary, a Reserve Bank board member, sees problems too.
It would be rather difficult to have a central bank independently operating monetary policy through interest rates and at the same time another body, i.e. the government, regulating those interest rates. That doesn't sit too well together.
Even Joe Hockey's colleagues appeared bemused. Malcolm Turnbull didn't quite get it.
I'm not aware of any precedent for the Federal Parliament regulating interest rates, at least in recent years, but you should speak to Joe about that.
And Don Randall thought it came from the Greens.
This is just another one of their, as I said, lunatic fringe type ideas.
It sounds like a Greens policy because it virtually is. Joe Hockey is not totally friendless in his call for action. Some of his political opponents actually agree with him on this. Unions have long demanded a tougher line, and the Greens are already trying to prune the branches of the highly profitable banks.
Let's have a little bit of fairness brought back into the banking system. It's very good to hear Joe coming aboard there.
It's a unity ticket right out of left field. Hayden Cooper, Late Line.